Yeah, something just popped up for I don't know. Are you on Facebook or YouTube? On what Facebook? Okay.
What's going on, everybody? What's happening? What's happening with everybody? Let's see. We get a little sticky. Are we good here? I think we're good here.
We good, bro.
I think we're good. I think we're good. What is up, Glass? What's happening, bro?
Man, just trying to stay healthy. That's all,
I,
man. It's
I
all
I
good.
know,
What about y'all?
man. Me and JB got together the other night, man, and we was wishing. You know what happened was this thing will never go right unless all three of us together. It
I
just
peeped
don't go
that.
right. You know what I mean? So we tried to do it, man, and because I was look, I know y'all too. Y'all are still uh, going to work, but they got me on stay at home, work from home, quarantine. So that's where I've been for the past 9 days. Then I got a little stir crazy, so I hit y'all up. I was like, look, we got to put a show together. There's been a lot of happenings in the NFL and that kind of thing. We're just sitting around trying to fight the coronavirus and stay healthy, man. Washing my hands and going on. What's up with your glass?
It's all good. Well, number one, I'm jealous of you because you staying at home.
Yeah.
Number two, I'm jealous of both of y'all because it look like y'all warm and everything. I still dealing with 30 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
like,
everything's all good. I can't complain, man. Let's get this stuff cracking, bro.
JB, what's happening with you, bro? What's going on, cuz? What's happening?
man, just trying to dodge the plague, bro. I mean, it's no
Yeah.
laughing matter. If a lot of people was doing what they're supposed to do, this thing would probably be at least past the tip of the iceberg. But
Yeah.
other than that, man, just
Yeah, I feel like
doing what I'm supposed to do.
we got some ways to go, and of course, the world is a little bit depleted of our beloved sports. Guys, I know you probably losing your mind. You have no NBA. They shut it down right on the cusp of everybody jockeying for playoff position.
Mm-hmm.
Shut it down on you. We got no MLB. We got nothing. We have no hockey. We got
No XFL,
no.
no
They
hockey,
shut the
no
XFL down.
soccer,
Yeah,
No
no
golf.
golf.
yeah,
We got nothing.
yeah. So they look. We still barely have WWE. We barely got that, but this ain't the same. They wrestle in front of empty house and stuff like that. Man, the world is the crazy place right now, guys. It's wild, man. It is wild. We got some crazy stuff. We gonna talk about Cam. We're gonna talk about Tom. We're gonna talk about some other things as well. Um, First things first. Man, the free agency this year, just to kick things off, this is the first part of it. This is just like the opening salvo, JB, and it's been wild, bro.
It has, man, to see some familiar faces. I mean, but I've been a fan of this game for a long time, and I have to say, this is the first time I've seen guys that's been, double-digit years plus in one place. You see this many go to different places.
It is crazy, Glass. So let's talk about the quarterback class, for example, right? Let's just kick it off. Out in L.A., Phillip Rivers out. What's his name? Tyrod Taylor in. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's for that at least, right? And then in Indianapolis, we had Jacoby Brissett out, Phillip Rivers in. Right? You know what I mean? Chicago, is Mitch Trubisky out and Nick Foles in? Is that right?
I hope so. I hope so.
Is that correct? Oh
yeah. For what I understand, they still saying Mitch gonna start just because save face for the GM Pace.
Yeah.
Making that pick in the first place. But I say by week 3, we'll see Nick Foles, man.
Yeah. So then of course we got the big ones. Marcus Mariota out. Ryan Tannehill in, signed a big ginormous deal. The Tennessee Titans done pretty much. Hey, look, we got to. JB, I don't know if you remember this. I don't know if you remember me saying this a few months ago. I said that Marcus Mariota and Jameis Winston were both going to be out at the end of the season. Now, what I thought was going to happen was Mariota was going to go down to Tampa, and Winston was going to end up in Tennessee. That didn't happen. You know what I mean?
Which wouldn't have made any sense.
Right. It really wouldn't have. You know
I mean, if you can't thrive, even though I still back Jameis, it makes sense for Brady to go there too, because the guy threw for damn near 5,000 yards. It just didn't take care of the football. So that makes sense. The offense is there, but for Mariota to go from Tennessee to there and be successful, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because they virtually, in some respects, the same quarterback.
Be careful with that. But I'm saying in certain respects, right? As far as offensive output, I may give you that. We still got to discuss Jameis Winston's 30 interceptions. I don't think the GOAT Tom Brady would even come close to that, Glass.
I mean, if you look at the math on that, Q, if first of all you take half of Jameis INTs away, he stays.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you go there, if you put a Brady there. Now, granted, he probably can't do what Jameis done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jameis put a lot of athletic ability in some of the plays that he made.
He did.
I don't know if the 42-year-old Brady could be able to do that, but as far as taking care of the ball, decisions, some of the stuff Jameis done would just come on.
Yeah,
you can't do that in high school.
Right. Yeah. I don't. It is what I'm just saying. Tennessee though, Glass. We talk about Tennessee. Look like they don't place their bet. They all in on Ryan Tannehill. Now, for good or bad, now we know. Now, I saw the end of last season, that little playoff run. Tannehill heated up. Looked like he was the man, right? Would you have rolled? Look, I know they were cooling off on Mario. I knew that, right? But to go ahead and put the stamp of approval on Tannehill and make him their permanent guy. I mean, like they paid him a boatload of money. They did pay him a lot of money though. What you think about that whole thing?
108.
Yeah, 108. Yeah,
it was up there. You know what? I wasn't a Tannehill fan, especially when he was in Miami. Maybe new location, new ideas. You know what I'm saying? Change everything. It doesn't hurt that you have Derrick Henry behind you either. So
right. Absolutely,
a lot of things going for him in the right direction. Hey, I mean, if you don't pay him, who you gonna pay? You know what I'm saying? Right. Everything, like you say, everything. They made it all the way to the conference championship.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it almost was a no-brainer. You don't want to lose that and bring somebody in that don't know the system like Tannehill did. So it was a good pick.
Yeah. The only thing I'm worried about, JB, is like you know, if we see this kind of happen with teams, a la the Eagles, the Cowboys a few years back, like toward the end of a run, if the elements are right, in this case we had, like Glass just mentioned, we had Derrick Henry pretty much propelling this team in that postseason little run they had. Everything just kind of lined up, and it just looked like Ryan Tannehill was taking control, and he was. I think you peel back the layers a little bit. He didn't really do much.
No. So, and that's why. Granted, now the guy paid his dues. He got drafted. He was in lowly places. The team around him wasn't that great. Right. Coaching wasn't that great. I get that. So he paid his dues. I feel like Case Keenums and Foles, and I mean, some of these guys got to eventually break through. Josh McCown, you know, those guys got to. Brian Hoyer, those dudes finally break through, and you're happy for them. But at the same time, when you don't keep the formula there, then it's going to expose Tannehill is not a franchise quarterback. So if you pay him and not Henry, it makes no sense.
I mean, Glass, I don't know. I know you seem like you all for it. I'm a little nervous about it. I feel like they jumped the gun a little bit on this one. You know,
really?
Yeah, I do.
I think so too. I think it's another one of those moves, a Case Keenum move. He only worked in the system that he was being successful in. You take Foles also. You take him away from the certain things that he was able to study in and thrive in. But somewhere new just because he had a good season.
This is my prime example for it, Glenn. This is what I present to you. I present the AFC Championship game. When the run wasn't working, because I mean obviously you make it all the way to the AFC Championship game with what brought you to the dance, which was the running game. Everybody knows you're gonna come to the game running. They shut it down. They needed Tannehill to bail no matter what happened.
Yeah,
I present it to you. So
okay, that's the same thing like happened a couple of years back with JB's Baltimore Ravens.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but then look what happened. They changed it up and they're doing better.
But here's it's a different scenario though, Glass.
Coach Vrabel some credit.
Yeah,
he's gonna change stuff up, whatever. Hopefully they bring in quality wide receivers and make it better. I understand. You know what? How many years did Tannehill?
I think it was 3 for 108.
That ain't.
I mean, I think it was 3 for 108, which comes out to be about 35. I think
that's
30.
A running rate. That's a running
rate. You know?
And then the new NFL, new CBA. A lot of people still stuck on the old way, saying that that's too much money for anybody. But Bridgewater made that type of move.
And speaking of which, Glass, okay, Ryan Tannehill for 8 games, I think it was it 8 or 7 stars? How many stars? I think it was about 8 stars, right? 8 stars got him $108 million, $35 million a year, 34 and a half, somewhere around in there.
Right.
Meanwhile, down in Texas, they slapped the franchise tag on your boy Dak Prescott. And I'm just saying. If they don't tell you everything that you need to know.
That's owner to owner. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Back down to Dallas. They had a franchise tag somebody and work with the other person. And evidently, I don't know how much they offered Dak Prescott. Last I heard was 105 guaranteed.
Yeah.
I don't know what his agent was thinking. I don't know what they're looking for. So if of course Cowboys say, okay, we're gonna franchise tag Amari Cooper and still work with Dak Prescott. It ain't all doom and gloom right now. But
you know what? I'm gonna tell you that it is. I'm gonna tell you why. It is because of the blatant. And I'm just gonna say it. I feel like it's disrespect to Dak Prescott. They strung him along. And you know, and look, and there was another part to the story. They said Dak was pushing the paperwork back across the table. I mean, we got that to deal with as well. But at the same time, I feel like for it all to end this way, JB Webb, they just say, you know what, we can't come to an agreement. We're gonna make you play under the tag, and we'll figure it out. And I mean, like, if you're gonna lock something down, lock your QB down, right?
Yeah, but they're gonna end up like the Rams did. You're gonna have a highly paid wideout, and have a highly paid running back, highly paid quarterback. You can't do nothing else with the team.
Right.
I don't think the Amari Cooper move was just. I think you're gonna need something else. Obviously, they're gonna need something else. They struggled in a division who was gonna be the worst. And they ended up losing that division. You know, the winner of that division didn't win 8 games. So I think he should have took the money. I mean, for somebody that hadn't proved anything, but you could be better than than previous. Should have took that.
Look, you ain't won. You ain't really got no playoff record. You ain't really got nothing to bring to the table to say, hey, it's this or nothing. You can't say that. Dak Prescott don't have that kind of leverage. He don't have that.
Especially with Andy Dalton out there, Cam Newton. I mean, there's quarterbacks that started don't have a job right now.
Right. Yeah.
So for him
anybody know how much Dak Prescott looking for?
I don't know. Shit, it's got to be 40, man. It's got to be 40 per year.
I understand everything about it's the market. It's the market. Would y'all really pay Dak Prescott $40 million?
No, absolutely not.
That's what I'm
Absolutely not.
saying, man.
Absolutely not.
He got to compromise or something.
Got to do stuff.
And even if they do give him the money and you still play in a mediocre or a little bit above mediocre fashion like he's known for,
yes,
you ain't gonna live out the length of your contract. It's gonna be an out. So what you're looking to make $40 million for one season?
Right.
That's basically what it's gonna kind of add up to.
Right.
Unless he just knows something that we don't.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what Dak's play is. I don't know because from the stories that I read, it's like they come to the table and they slide him an offer. He look at it and he slide it back, and they make it. Now the Dallas Cowboys making it seem like it's Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott making it seem like they disrespecting him and not taking account of his contributions over the last 3.5 seasons or whatever the case
What's
may be.
disrespectful about our guaranteed $100-something million?
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Even if it don't work in 1 year, you can retire.
You got that money.
Yeah,
you can retire, bro.
Yeah. So now you get what you deserve. You got a franchise tag. You're gonna make about 17 this season, I think it is, right? So and that could be it. You never know, because when you play under that tag, you never know what's gonna happen.
It looks like this to me. He want a hefty pay contract and a lengthy contract. He wants them to commit to them financially and long term.
Absolutely.
And it's just that the NFL your career. I don't care. Look what happened to the best player ever.
You know what I'm saying? Forcing them. Look, a lot of that been going on. And before we move on, we got to talk about that too. So we talk about the New England, because I'm gonna say the Carolina one for a little bit toward the end, because I know that one's a little sticky, and a lot of people still feeling a little certain type of way about it. So we'll discuss that in a minute. But in New England, right? So from what I understand, Glass, and I know you might have a little bit more grasp on this than I do, is that at the end of last season, Brady made it so that it was going to be very difficult for New England to retain him, right? Because he tried, because he wanted to go. Of course, he made all the moves, selling his house, pulled his kids out of school, all that crap. You know what I mean? Signifying that, hey, look, I'm not, my time here in New England is up. And I don't think no matter what Kraft and them gave Brady, he wouldn't have took it. That's just what I think. I think he wanted to do something different. You know what I mean? He was looking for another challenge. What you think?
Okay, I just heard what you just said. Brady said he wanted out, right?
Yeah.
So if I was Bill Belichick, I'd be ticked off this. For the simple fact, a couple of years back, he had Garoppolo up under his wing.
Yeah.
You wanted him to go up in there, and Brady went to the owner and told him, I want to stay here for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
2 years later, he out. And I just got rid of Garoppolo because of your, excuse me.
Right. Right.
Yeah, if I was Bill Belichick, I'd be like, get gone. Now this is where we're going to see which came first, the chicken or the egg.
Right. That's exactly what me and LaVerta was talking about. Like, because my thing is, this is what I want to see. I want to see these guys separate. I want to see was it Belichick's system, or is Tom Brady really that good? You know what I mean? Because we've got a sneak peek of when you pull. Tom went down for that season, right? And that guy kind of filled in for him. He did okay. Castle.
Yeah, Matt Castle. Right.
Yeah, did they win Super Bowl that year? No, they dominated the playoffs. No,
they won 11
games though.
Right. So look, JB, this is something I want. I'm excited for this. I want to see this, right? Because this will let us know for sure as football fans. Because for the last 20 years, we've been sitting and having to kiss the ring, and we don't really know what's happening right now, JB. I don't know how you feel about it.
Well, look, I don't want to. I don't think it's infighting to the degree that people want to make it. Of course, Tom Brady is going to probably say or hint that it may be. Yeah. But I think Belichick realized the league's changing. Look at Lamar, look at Russell, look at Deshaun Watson, look at Pat Mahomes. The league changing. If you're gonna win, and I guarantee you, Belichick is about winning.
Oh yeah.
This old stuff won't work. So, you want to be a drop back pass, you're going to have to go somewhere else, because what's winning Super Bowls is the Lamar Jackson, Pat Mahomes, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson style quarterback. And everybody, they brought one up from the XFL trying to implement this because that's what's happening.
It is.
And so I think that's Belichick's vision for the future. He know it, and Brady is old. And he one bad snap, one bad play away.
Absolutely. I think 2019 showed us that that's exactly what it is, Glass. Like, I mean, when you see a team like the Chiefs win it all, right, with a style of quarterback. And then look at the teams that were in the run in the last 4 teams standing. They had the quarterbacks like that, right?
Yep.
And
Even Tannehill.
Yeah. So it's
got Taysom Hill running trick plays.
You know? So I don't know. I mean, I believe that Belichick was ready to move on, like Glass alluded to earlier. He had a contingency in place. Kraft kind of pulled the rug out from under him, right? You know what I mean? Because Brady wasn't ready to go. You know what I mean? Brady wanted to kind of hang around forever or whatever. But, you know, and then I heard that this is the value that a Jimmy Garoppolo has to the league. All that fuss that San Francisco made for Jimmy a couple years ago, right? They were ready to pull the trigger on him for Tom Brady just like that. I was like, oh my God. Y'all crazy. Y'all are nuts.
That's what I'm saying. This is the nature of the business. So to go back to Dak and push the paperwork back across the table when this league is brutal, they will move on from you for public opinion. More. I mean, just at a minimum, they'll move on you from that. Yeah. I mean, Jameis Winston, I mean, the team itself and the fan base itself didn't like it. But the team, and look what I mean, they bought a name.
Yeah. You know, but if we look at the Tampa Bay side of things, okay, so for 20 years, Tom Brady and Bill Belichick and the Patriots have run roughshod in the AFC East, right? Right. They won 9 games. Is it 9 games? It's 9 games, right? They played each one of those teams twice, right? Mm-hmm. So 9 out of 16, is that right?
Yes.
Right.
That's over half the season, right?
Correct.
Which pretty much put them in the playoffs every single year. He done packed his bags and moved down south to the NFC South. Now, this is what the division look like right now. You got Tom Brady, you got Drew Brees, you got Teddy Bridgewater, and you got Matt Ryan, right? Do you see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers being able to rip off 9 easy wins like Brady is used to? I'm saying Glass is going to be a little bit different. A little bit different.
They got some weapons. Let's not forget they still got some weapons up there. I mean, down there in Tampa Bay with Mike Evans. I can't remember what the other running back, wide receiver is. We're talking about a Bruce Arians system. Yeah. I understand. You know what? I'll just I'm gonna give Jameis Winston a little credit. Well, a little excuse, I guess you could say. I heard he had LASIK surgery, so something tell me he couldn't see anybody on the field.
Well, he saw the wrong color jersey.
LASIK surgery.
Right, yeah.
So good job. It's a little bit too late, but it's neither here nor there. Right. But back to Brady. Tom Brady's gonna be Tom Brady. He might not have the arm strength, but he got the accuracy. He knows when to dump the ball away and when to stay in the pocket. So not gonna say it's going to be a drop. I don't think it's going to be even kill. I don't think it's going to be a drop or a big gain. I'm going to say they might win 10. I'll give them an extra game, 10 games.
Okay.
So what to do system that we have now. But we don't know what we got for Bridgewater with the Panthers.
I mean, look, we might want to write the Panthers off, right? You might can do that. Look, the NFC South definitely ain't as strong as it used to be. I mean, Aries Falcon is in the comment. He said Brady won't run the South like he did up north. Facts.
I just don't think that. Yeah. I don't think that. I mean, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna find out if it's. I think it's more. I think the way Brady has played for 20 years, and the system he's been in for 20 years, without his normal talent, because he is an older player. That's just what it is. I don't care how many methods you use. And the system, if it ain't nowhere, if Bruce Arians don't compliment him some way with familiarity with his older system, he got to do what Jameis done. He won't last long. You won't win 10 games like that. Not next.
I don't think so either.
I
think you're reaching, Glass, and then this is why. This is why, because the speed and the style. First of all, in the NFC versus the AFC is different, right?
It's a finesse division.
It really is. And now you're coming down to the NFC South where, again, the NFC South ain't what it used to be 4 years ago. It's definitely a different division now. And, I mean, Tampa might be the best team in the division right now, I believe, right? What'd you say?
We seen how that paper shit work out. So.
right. I'm just, I don't know. I mean, just looking at it right now, this early in the season, Tampa, maybe. Definitely not Carolina. I don't really
Saints.
see a whole.
Not playing Saints, man.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah,
they didn't lose nothing. So
okay. Maybe it's the Saints, right? Because they lost Teddy Bridgewater, but of course he wasn't.
Come on, they are unfamiliar bad play away from being in the the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean they were on their way, and Breeze, he had his.
I just think in
Eli
this
Apple got Malcolm Jenkins
in this division though, I just can't see him being as comfortable and being just thinking that you're gonna win 8 or 9 games. I don't see that, man. I can't imagine even
just his experience alone gonna win him. He gonna bring 4 games in just off his experience. Now the only problem I have with Tampa Bay is that offensive line.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to strengthen that up a little bit.
You know what? But I'm gonna tell you though, if you look at
how much you take care of your body,
if you look at the Patriots games where Tom was under the most duress, didn't it come from NFC squads though, right? So in the AFC they just didn't have a pass rush like that, and he coming to the NFC side of things. I'm going outside of the South. I'm talking about Minnesota's pass rush. I'm talking about Chicago's pass rush. I'm talking about those guys. You know what I'm saying, right? He ain't never had to face that before. Except for once or twice a year. And now it's like every other game. You know what I mean?
I mean, and then you take your, see, this is a thing that really nobody's talking about. Now, I don't know if any of y'all been to Tampa or anywhere in Florida in the summertime or September or just any time when it's supposed to be cold outside and it's not. It's like a balmy 70 degrees, humidity. Taking that team on the road in December usually don't pan out. Well, I don't care who's quarterback and what Tampa's been usually. Historically, they leave Florida December, don't work out well for them if they're going anywhere where it's cold.
Right.
Brady's been playing where he's been playing it for 20. I know this is not a big factor, but it plays into.
Yeah, I believe.
Granted, they can trap teams off having to come to him that's not used to playing in sweltering heat or humidity like that. So it could work both ways. Another thing, though, I want to add, Belichick noticed that the tragedy that the AFC East been over the years is not so don't look like any longer because the Buffalo Bills are
absolutely.
It looked like the Dolphins are finally waking up a little bit. So I think Bill get it.
And watch this, Glass. I'm telling you, watch this. With the Patriots, was average what 10 games like for the last 15 seasons like that? Average 10 games a season? Have they had a less than a 10-win season in the last 15 years?
Something like that, yeah.
Watch what happened this season. I'm going to go ahead and say it right now.
Watch what?
Watch they don't even get past 8.
Who, Patriots?
The Patriots. Watch they don't even get past 8.
Well, we got to see who's going to quarterback.
What was his name? Stidich. What's his name? Stidich? They got Stidich.
He ain't going to be starting quarterback.
They got Hoyer up there, right? You know what I'm saying? They still got that trash for offensive wide receiver core, right? Mm-hmm. And I guess they still got some some decent.
Well, Belichick got a plan. You saw him roll it out all last season.
Yeah,
having his defense play because they was going to be the face of it, knowing the transition from Brady to whoever's going to be throwing the ball. That quarterback will always have a chance to be in the game.
Yeah,
because the way the defense played. Now, whether Belichick put better players in on the defense versus how they crumbled last year, you'll see what he's doing in the draft. He go defense. You'll know. Right off the top, this is what he's gonna do. He's gonna play a lot of close games.
Yeah,
he's planning to play in a lot of close games.
I want to see what's gonna happen because I really want to see what this what the situation is with the New England Patriots. I want to see if that mystique still holds without Brady being there, right? And I want to see how Brady reacts when everything coming to him at 1,000,000 miles an hour that he's not used to. I want to see how he reacts to that, and that's those are the things. With that part of it that I want to see. Now, this other situation is a little bit crazy, right? So, glad this is what you were saying, and this is how I knew that it wasn't gonna go down like that because you were talking about the $19 million that was owed to Cam Newton if he had been retained on the team for the season. Mm-hmm. They go out and spend how much money on Teddy Bridgewater, right? It nullified that 19 million because it means nothing, right? And then they screwed Cam so hard that they couldn't even trade him away, right? They pretty much had to release him. First of all, JB,
and they got a fifth for that other fella, other savior.
Just think about the magnitude of this. This is Cam Newton we talking. Now maybe I'm looking at Cam because I'm a Panthers fan, and maybe I'm holding him at this super high regard. But you let Cam Newton go for free.
Yeah.
For free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm flabbergasted.
I'm with you.
I tried it. Go ahead, JB.
It was like they slapped him 3 times. They told him that he was. Matt Rule said that he was looking forward to coaching Cam. That didn't pan out. Next thing you know, they blindsided him, talking about they're going to let him explore free agency.
Mm-hmm.
They bring in Bridgewater, pay him double the money that they owed him for once, two more seasons essentially. Then they trade his backup, whatever that fella's name. I never wanted to learn his name. They trade him and get something for him in a 5th rounder to go to Washington. Yeah. Last slap, insult to injury. I guess it must have been an argument. Cam asked to be released. They bring up a guy from the XFL.
Ridiculous. And you get absolutely nothing for Cam Superman Newton. Carolina gets absolutely nothing for him. Now, it's one thing to let him go, but you let him go for nothing, bro. And on top of that, you don't even know. No. You don't even know. You don't even know what he got right now. You don't even know if he better than he was before he got hurt. Is he less than, or is he the same? You don't even know.
Yeah, they did all the lip service. We're gonna wait till he get healthy to evaluate him fully. Now you got a whole bunch of guys. Really, Temper don't buy the team if it wasn't for Cam Newton.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
You don't buy that franchise if Cam Newton didn't make it what it was. Absolutely. Because it was pretty brutal. It was Wildcats.
Yes, it was.
The football.
All right.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
First of all, you all right, Q?
I'm just trying to make sense of this. That's all.
I know this is your team. I know this is a business. I told y'all at the end of the season that $19 million gonna come into play. Y'all kept on saying,
but it didn't, though, Glass.
Cheap. 19.
It didn't.
We'll pick up a quarter, fight for a quarter, just to get some more money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is this. I hear what y'all saying. Cam got disrespected. I will agree to that to the utmost. That was disrespectful how they did him. But however, the way they was looking at it, I'm not gonna pay $19 million for a guy that I don't even know if he's 100% healthy.
You don't know if Bridgewater, this PJ fella.
Right. Look, Bridgewater gave you 5 starts last year, right?
Mm-hmm. 5 y'all starts. Talking about Rule. It was before Rule got hired. Bridgewater told y'all how the situation was gonna go.
Cam gave you 8 seasons of this dude done killed himself for the Carolina Panthers, right? And you let him go for nothing. This is first of all number 1 overall draft pick.
What have you done for me? Y'all know that.
I think he wanted to go get away from all of Ron Rivera's picks. Kuechly got up out of there. The tight end got up out of there. There's a couple other guys got traded that don't pop up on the radar.
New coach, new rules.
That's right. He wanted to get away from Ron Rivera's whatever. Cam was part of that. Look, there you go.
I get the business stuff. I completely look. I ain't never that's them dudes' money, right? I ain't gonna never spend their money. I ain't never gonna tell them how to spend their money. All I'm saying is, as a proud card carrying member of the Carolina Panthers fan base, this right here, this ain't worth my time. You know what I mean? First of all, like this is the
say that now.
No. Well, of course, you win, and it's a different right? But I'm just saying, right? You gave up everything to get Cam. And I understand that this ain't had nothing to do with David Tepper or Marty Hurney. Them dudes wasn't nowhere to be found when all the stuff was going down, right? I completely understand. And they looking at, he's a lame duck. He hurt, his foot hurt, his shoulder hurt, whatever. We don't know what we got. But you still owe this man, at least let him play his contract. It ain't going to cost you much to let him play his contract. It costs you less to let Cam Newton play his contract out, good or bad, than to bring in a Teddy Bridgewater and pay him triple the amount of money that you was going to pay Cam for one season. To me, that fiscally don't make sense.
How much is Teddy Bridgewater's contract?
I don't know. I thought it was like $38 million guaranteed.
Yep.
For how many years?
3.
Okay, it's just listen, man, $19 million I know is cheap. Well, you know what's even cheaper? A player that's not on the field.
Listen, but he was ready
That's
to start.
What I'm saying. You don't know what
he looked like he in pretty good shape.
I'm gonna treat Cam Newton halfly as a running back.
Okay,
he broke his body down.
Now I'm gonna throw some hypotheticals. I know hypotheticals don't.
But he passed the physical.
Right.
He passed the physical, man. He passed the physical.
He was ready. He was ready to go. He was ready. Have you seen him? Did you see the Instagram post that he put out the other day? The dude is a monster. I'm just saying. So. So somebody gonna get him for absolutely nothing. Somebody gonna get him for super cheap, and Cam gonna do Cam style stuff wherever he go. And then what Carolina gonna be doing? Looking like, oh my God, Like you know what I mean?
You know what I don't like? Everybody talking about it's a business, it's a business, it's a business, but it looked like Bill Belichick, Bill O'Brien, David Tepper, all these clowns that's at the top calling shots are making emotional decisions. They're not business decisions, it's emotional. Even Jerry, it's emotional. That ain't business like. It's about who you. Of course, look, he don't like Brady because he want a part of this. Now, granted, he presented it probably to Kraft, X's and O's or as logistics. Why we need to move on from Brady X, Y, Z, but. Here's Belichick feeling like I could do this without you. There's a percentage of it in there in the double digits that he feel that way.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones, he want to buy a Super Bowl before he croak, I guess. Yeah. And then you got Bill O'Brien, who knows whatever the hell's going on right there.
Well, Bill O'Brien got the blessing from the owner to be the GM, and then he got the keys. He got the keys to the castle.
That dude looked clueless on the sideline. I knew he don't know how to run no damn team.
Man, listen, Bill O'Brien. Let me just put it like this. Yeah. When they fired the general manager, he went on ahead and got rid of Dwayne Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Then the following year, you get rid of Jadeveon Clowney, which was crazy. Now you're gonna get rid of one of the top 3 wide receivers out there.
Yeah.
Who. What one season did not drop?
What they got for him? Okay, so they traded Hopkins for David Robinson and a 2020 second rounder. Yeah, David Johnson, a 2020 second rounder, and a 2021 fourth rounder.
Hold up. Just wait. Did you even say a first rounder up in there?
No first round. Nope. You got. I was gonna say watch that running back, but that dude did some damage like a couple years ago.
Yeah, but he ain't played 2 years. Right. Full season 2 years.
I'm just saying, but we know what his potential is. That's what I'm saying. Right?
And not only that, they picked up David Johnson's
contract.
Right.
Crazy.
Okay. So listen, you can miss me with that business stuff. There's a feelings, man.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Feelings,
no.
Yeah.
This is this is an outlier right here. What O'Brien did is an outlier.
So Jonathan Joseph is out in Houston. Clowney didn't get, but they paid JJ. Oh, we don't do them type of contracts. Gonna hurt the team. So you think, and JJ Watt hadn't done nothing for you since but philanthropy work.
Right. I mean, you know what? You can't forget that. A hurricane came through that.
Nah, man.
I'm just saying, right?
You gonna sit there and have a meeting with DeAndre Hopkins talking about, I haven't had a meeting like this since Aaron Hernandez. That right there was straight out of pocket.
That was crazy. It was a little bit nuts.
His baby mamas, which I didn't even know he had baby mamas. So evidently,
that ain't got nothing to do with whatever it is that he doing.
That's all I'm worried about.
You're
right. You outside, you acting like DeAndre Hopkins is Antonio Brown.
Right. Absolutely.
Which is,
I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know. But you know what though, and it's weird to me. And again, just like Carolina, you got teams like the Rams. and the Texans who are right there. Now the Panthers ain't been there in a hot minute, but you know what I'm saying. But they were a team of just in recent memory that were contending, right? But didn't we believe that Houston was a contender last season?
Yeah.
Did we think they're a contender this upcoming season? Probably not.
Not now.
Probably not, right?
Not now.
And I think Watson's days are numbered. And I think he see the writing on the wall as well. You know what I mean?
Do you know how many people, because I'm looking around the league at when this DeAndre Hopkins thing went down. All the players are tweeting they couldn't believe that it went down like that. That's a bad. Bill O'Brien has joined the ranks of a Tom Coughlin. Now you're a villain. Nobody likes you. I don't want to play over here. There's no way in hell I'm going to Houston unless it's for a payday.
Right.
I'm not going to win. I'm not looking to win. I don't want to win with the guy.
Right. Yeah.
But it's only 32 jobs in this league. So
yeah. I don't know. Tell me what you think about this glass. Aries says
I seen that. I don't even want to talk about
that. Hey, but I will tell you this much, and I will say it on air so we can have it saved for prosperity's sake. JB, for the last 5 years, right? Glass has been like clowning me super hard about some Cam Newton. He been getting on my case, T Money's case, everybody's case about Cam Newton. If Cam Newton go out there and throw in that orange jersey, watch how Glass cape up for him. Glass,
of course he will. Of course he will.
Yes, he will. He will.
Yeah, he will.
Never wear.
Hey, we won't be able to stop him, kid.
He'll be out of control.
Never wear a Denver Broncos uniform.
Why not?
I'm happy with Drew Lock.
You ain't got no control over this. It's business, bro.
Listen, I bet you Cam Newton not wear Denver Broncos.
Look, at this point, they can get Cam in that building for less money than they're gonna pay Drew Lock, and he's still on a rookie deal, right? I'm just
walk
saying.
through the door. No, we cool with what we got, man. We fine. And we just picked up Melvin Gordon. We're fine.
Yeah, okay. I'm just saying. You know, if it goes that, look, cause you know he's going somewhere.
Falcons, you wrong for that, man. We ain't gonna. No, we don't want.
I don't like how these. If Tom Brady gets no loyalty, man, to finish with the team that he gave 6 Super Bowls, 9 appearances. Yeah. All these other guys, man, you might as well forget about it.
Might as well. That's why, like, it ain't no tears for Cam for me, because I look at what they did to Brady. I look at what they did to Brady, man. Like, if they do Brady, they do Brady like that. They did a GOAT like that. Cam, you don't stand a chance, bro. You really don't. Now,
Gurley, Hopkins,
right?
You go down the line.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Gurley and Ezekiel Elliott messed up the running back game altogether. Ain't no running back gonna get paid like that. Derrick Henry, he will not get paid.
Damn, Leonard Fournette, nope.
And
Melvin Gordon, he tried, but his agents are smart. That was like, bro, get out of there.
Because Henry should be coming up here pretty soon.
Yeah.
You know,
he just got tagged.
Yeah, he should be coming up here. Yeah, it should be about this time.
See the money that he think he's gonna see.
But think about this, man, and we're civilians, right? Okay, we're fans of the game, right? So you tell me this: you put the promise, that's basically what you're saying when you give a player a contract, right?
Right.
So they give Tannehill the money when they clearly said Tannehill's success was off the play action pass, because Derrick Henry was not only a good running back, he was the rushing champion he was the rushing leader of the season. And you don't pay that. You don't keep what worked. I don't understand it. I don't get it. So you essentially, some kind of way, Henry don't play. He don't really perform top billing under this franchise tag because he pissed off, right? Or they work out some way where he ended up released. You think Tannehill gonna take you back to the AFC Championship? Right. No way. Won't even sniff the playoffs.
That's why them giving that boy all that money was the wrong thing to do. He says, Avery says he don't like the girl to pick up, but you're gonna deal with it. I think y'all got him for pretty cheap though, right? They got him for 1 year, $6 million, $7.5 million. He got a bonus. So the $7.5 million came from the Rams. And then there's $2.5 million offset in total. Gurley gets $11 million to play in 2020. So
I think Gurley's gonna be a stud in Atlanta.
He might be.
I think he's gonna get a fresh start.
Man.
Yeah. I don't know.
He's not even gonna get 800 yards.
See, just like Ryan Tannehill and a couple of other ones who, when the Rams needed him the most, when they needed Gurley the most in that Super Bowl. He couldn't give it to him, man. He couldn't do it. And I mean, like, that's rough. That's hard to deal with, bro. That is hard to deal with. But, as we
well, I know Atlanta, they were smart enough to take a look at it and ask why.
I mean, but I don't know if Atlanta
would sign a name.
I mean, listen, he's a threat, though, in that backfield, and he's good. He's good at catching the ball out of the backfield. Look, Atlanta got that high-flying, speed on the wide receiver core with like, They not gonna be leaning on no Ty Gurley. That's what I'm saying, right? But
I mean, they like something about Gurley enough to release Freeman.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. Then I also read somewhere that just going back to the Tom Brady thing, it wasn't the fact that Tom didn't choose Oakland. They saw something in him they didn't like.
Right. Yeah. So
they moved off Brady. Definitely wasn't a price tag thing.
I still don't understand Tampa's motive, though. Like, that just wasn't on the radar for me when I was thought about Tom Brady. I was like, first I didn't think it would be an NFC team that would even pique his interest, right? But, now that I think about it, if you're going to move on from 20 years in the AFC, why not go to an NFC team, right? But Tampa, I don't get what they're trying to prove here. Like, how long you gonna roll with a 42? How old is he? 43?
You be 43 this year.
It don't make a lot of sense to me, bro. I don't get it. The
details of the contract.
Nah, it is.
I don't get paid $30 million a year
for 3 years.
3 years, and a $9 million incentive.
Oh.
And they can't franchise tag him at the end of the 2 years. Like,
right?
A franchise tag a 45-year-old.
Every time I think that Tampa is making a move forward, they do something like this, And luckily, this it's happening at a time where the division is at its weakest, right? So they're not going to be hurting too bad because the division is kind of like dealing with some stuff. But at the same time, it's like Tampa was getting right, on the decline of Carolina, on the back of Carolina falling off a cliff, and I mean, how much more we got in New Orleans? New Orleans, same song they sung about Tom Brady in New England for the past 3 seasons. They're singing that same song about Drew Brees in New Orleans right now. So that can happen any minute now, right? Drew Brees can be, and look, they done traded away their insurance policy to Carolina. So
and didn't Bashar Perriman leave Tampa? I'm like, why are you leaving? You had your best season ever, and heck, arguably the best quarterback ever.
Right.
He goes to the Jets.
Right. I don't understand. I don't get it. I just feel like it's a desperation move. It's something to draw like attention. We got Tom Brady in Tampa. Like that's just to say that they got Tom Brady. I don't know.
All right, let me ask you a question before we close shop.
Yeah.
Where Cam Newton gonna go?
Well, Chicago ain't the spot no more, right?
I think the door is a bit more than cracked open out in L.A. The Chargers.
I agree.
Well, not really, because then they get Tyrod Taylor out there.
Well, I mean, come on.
Yeah, okay, Tyrod. There's a reason why he's a backup.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Like him, but there's a reason why he's a backup.
You know what? I would love to see him play, but I don't think it'll happen because of how much they invested in Baker Mayfield. I think Cam would have been great in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't, obviously that could never happen. But if that was the case,
some people saying Pittsburgh. They like him out. They like him out in Pittsburgh. Tomlin would give him a redemption tour. Some people saying it's Jacksonville, but Gardner mentioned.
Well, they got Gardner, right? Right. They can make Gardner compete for it, right? I mean, again, Cam gonna come at a super discount.
But watch him end up somewhere like Detroit.
He could go to Detroit, and that'd be crazy for him. The legend of Cam Newton to go and fizzle and die in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Or in Minnesota somewhere, like crazy.
Who's
right?
quarterbacking for the Jets right now?
Oh, they got a young guy.
Sam.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold. Check it out. Yeah. So he Belichick might give him and Andy Dalton some.
Listen, I definitely believe. When I heard the little whispers about Dalton in New England, I actually think it's a good fit. I think Dalton is burned out in Cincinnati, tired of getting his block knocked off up in the AFC North. Right? He's not effective on that team no more. I think he needs to change of pace. Because Andy Dalton is at his prime. He was a serviceable. You know what I mean. I like Dalton. Dalton in New England. I like that if they can make that happen. But I don't know.
Who's the quarterback for Miami?
It was the beard, right? Wasn't it the guy Fitzpatrick?
Fitzpatrick. He could end up. It'll be perfectly suitable for Cam to go to LA or Miami.
Yeah, I agree.
It will fit in perfectly.
I agree.
Or what about this one? Because this one's still in play. They got a new stadium opening up next year, and the Raiders are in play. From
Mariota's out there.
Yeah, they got
but they got Mariota. Ain't nobody starter, right? And we think he gonna start over Carr.
Probably. Because the league's changing. You got to have one of them guys on your roster, man. You got to have that type of quarterback on your roster. That's why I'm saying that he could pair up with Dalton in New England. He could pair up with somebody else.
I think he'll make
Detroit.
He'll make a good pairing with Mariota, like he made a good pairing with Derek Anderson when he was in Carolina. They work well together. I think it'll be the same thing with them two. I think Oakland is. I like Oakland.
And then he could probably go to
the Las Vegas or whatever.
The Giants, and because that fell out there, he
please, they loved Daniel Jones in New York, bro. Like they love Daniel Jones.
Cam could come and win that job with no problem.
He could, but they love Daniel Jones. So they like a quarterback that they can control and groom. Which Cam was that guy for Jerry Richardson. Remember, well, he was that dude. But now, of course, with Richardson going away, Cam kind of like, and I really think that was the downfall of Cam. I think when Richardson was out, it was over for Cam. And it's a sad day in Carolina to see him leave.
Actually, that's a fifth slap in the face by Cam Newton because damn, Ron Rivera takes Kyle Allen instead of giving Cam a call.
Yeah, well, look, he couldn't give him a call. He couldn't because No, that's not the way it was. How you know he didn't?
I mean, you know what I'm saying. Listen, there's ways to communicate,
right.
man.
Yeah.
You know, you could get on, you could do a press conference for the team and say, "Hey, we're still in the market for a quarterback." That's a cue. That ain't tampering. That's easy.
Well,
that's regular language.
Rivera said they going. The reason why he didn't get Cam because they got a young team. That speaks volumes, right?
Right, because that's the whole thing that would happen with Steve Smith. What happened all over again. Bring Cam. You know what? That's very interesting, JB. Because Ryan would have reached out to Cam, wouldn't he?
Did not, Q. Slapping Cam all around. But guess what? This man gonna come back. This man gonna come back on a 2-year deal. He'll come back on a 2-year deal somewhere, man. Raise hell.
He is, man. I'm telling you.
I think the Panthers, these GMs as of late, I won't say I can't speak for the whole league, but a third or a fourth of them, they are not. This is. I don't know what kind of business they're running, man.
I do believe Cam ain't got a whole lot of shelf life left though. Glass. I think he's still got about a good 2 or 3 seasons left in him, though.
True.
I think he does. Cam.
True.
But too bad they pulled the trigger early. And I'm telling you, I think they're gonna regret it, bro. I think they are. Because I mean, Christian McCaffrey can't do everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's the wide receiver? DJ
Moore.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, you got that too. You know what I mean? But you
got a new head coach now, man. Things might change. I like Rule. I liked him at Temple and I liked him at Baylor. I keep trying to tell you, man. Y'all act like the sky's falling.
No. The sky ain't falling because of Cam, because we ain't seen Cam play in 2 seasons, right? The sky's falling because Luke retired, Pep retired, Davis left a couple years, like a year and a half ago. Look, ain't nobody on the team no more. Everybody gone. The team is the identity of the Carolina Panthers is no more. So, in a way, I'm not mad at Tepper for taking this opportunity.
Too, right?
Yeah, Eric Reid's gone. Everybody's gone. So why not take this opportunity?
Anybody who seems to be outspoken or will question the move of the team is out.
But why not take this opportunity to go ahead and retool the whole entire thing? And look, they don't need to keep Cam here because Cam is the Carolina Panthers, right? You can't have him here. People still gonna cling and clutch to the old what do they call themselves during Cam's run? It wasn't a cardiac cast. It was something different. Forget what it was, but the dab, all that stuff. Look, got to get past all.
That's people calling into the local radio station talking about she's gone, the diva is gone, all this nonsense,
right.
man.
Crazy, man. Yeah. Eric said that they brought back Sue to the Bucks. Yeah, I saw that they brought him back, and also saw a lot of Carolina Panthers defensive ends went to Buffalo. Addison, Butler, they went there, and of course, Glass. Before we leave, I wanted to get your thoughts on that Stephon Diggs trade. I don't know if you saw that.
Mm-hmm.
And that was crazy. You know what I mean?
That was at least they got what they paid for compared to Houston and
exactly.
They got everything.
They gave up their future unborn for Diggs.
Yes, bro, it's crazy. So they got 2020 7th round pick, the 2020 first round pick, a 5th round pick, a 6th round pick, and a 2021 4th round pick. Wow. Of one player. It's crazy. That is something
and
else.
While you basically give the best receiver in the game to date.
Right. So and
gave Cam Newton away for free.
Yeah, but this
you didn't even get a first rounder out that bad fella.
So we'll get some quick reactions before we get up out of here. What about Jimmy Graham in Chicago? Right?
I can't stand that dude.
Danny Trevathan.
Jimmy Graham from the Saints.
And Jimmy Graham is I feel like he's about to be washed. Eric Ebron
got damn near 8 tight ends here in Chicago. That's crazy.
Remember we was praying for AJ Green. He got slapped with a franchise tag.
Right.
So that didn't work out for him, right? Up in Cleveland, nothing crazy happened in Cleveland. Except Case Keenum went up there to back up Baker Mayfield. That's about all I see. Kareem Hunt, well, of course, he was with them, but he had a weird thing going on, right? They picked him up, but he couldn't play because he was suspended. Kareem Hunt, something weird happened with him last year. I forgot what it was. Remember, he got kicked out of KC,
right?
He was suspended.
And he got, I think he had a
drug suspension. Yeah,
right. So, Clinton Dix, Cowboys. Amari Cooper resigned, 5-year, $100 million deal. We got Kyle Forbath there, Blake John Lee signed, and Dontari Poe.
Gostkowski got cut for the Patriots, the kicker.
Yeah, Dontari Poe, another Carolina through Atlanta, come through to Dontari Poe now is in Dallas. Dak Prescott thing. So Denver Broncos, AJ Bouye. They got him, Melvin Gordon, right? So yeah, not bad. The Lions, nothing good going on there. Chase Daniel QB is up there. And I think that is it. Green Bay picked up Mercedes Lewis and Devin Funches. Devin Funches, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Houston Texans got Randall Cobb, right? They got
Randall Cobb is the replacement for and Bill O'Brien is on some. Hey man,
and they got
I don't know what's going on in Texas, but it ain't a good look.
And they got Bradley Roby too. They got him too, so that's good. I don't know how much gas Roby still got in the tank, but he was a good defensive player for Denver.
I'm shocked this out there is unsigned Xavier Rhodes.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. He ain't passing no physicals, Glass.
Right.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah. Colts just got Phillip Rivers. They got him 1 year deal, $25 million. The Jaguars got Tyler Eifert from Cincinnati, and that's pretty much it. Kansas City, they got Chad Henne, and that is about it.
Chad Henne. Chad Henne still in the league.
Chad Henne. They got Chad Henne, re-signed him to the Chiefs for a 2 year, $3.25 million deal. $2 million fully guaranteed to be a backup to. But he didn't play when Mahomes went down last year, did he? Who played in Mahomes' place? Who played in Mahomes' place when he went down?
Was it Castle?
I can't remember. Las Vegas.
Matt Moore.
That's what it was. The Las Vegas Raiders got Eli Apple from New York. Wait, actually, he went from New York. He came from somewhere else because he got kicked out of New York the year before, right?
Thanks.
Yeah, you didn't like Eli. Oh, he was in Denver.
He was with the Saints.
Oh, with the Saints. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's it for the Raiders. Paul Nassib and Jason Witten. He's still playing. So
Jason Witten needed to stop. Las Vegas, right?
Yeah. Chargers got Chris Harris and Trey Turner. Okay. See, there's nobody left in Carolina. Nobody. Everybody gone. You see what I'm saying?
Chris Harris go?
Chris Harris, Los Angeles Chargers. Yeah. 2 years, $17 million. The Rams got. They didn't get nothing. They made no moves. They really got a couple old offensive linemen. The Dolphins got Eric Flowers and Byron Jones, Jack Lawson, Emmanuel Ogba, and Kyle Van Noy. Right? And then we got the Vikings. They got nobody but Dan Bailey. And Tajay Sharp, I remember him. The Patriots didn't pick up nobody but Brian Hoyer, Demir Bird from Carolina. And that's it. Saints re-signed Drew Brees, Taysom Hill, Malcolm Jenkins, Emmanuel Sanders, and DJ Swearinger. Okay, New Orleans. They made some moves, right? Okay. Giants got James Bradbury. Look at that. Tell you again, ain't nobody on Carolina's team no more. They all gone, man. David Mayo, Colt McCoy. The Jets got Josh Andrews, and that is about Brashard Perriman, and that's it.
They got awesome our middle line.
Oh yeah, they got him too, and Philly got nobody. Darius Slay, right? Pittsburgh got Eric Ebron, Derek Watt, and that's it. San Francisco picked up nobody of note. Eric Armstead. That's about it. I think he's another. I think he came from Carolina as well. The Seahawks got Philip Dorsett Jr. and Bruce Irvin and Greg Olson. Tampa, Tom Brady, Shaq Barrett, and Jason Pierre-Paul, Dominican Sue. And Tennessee got Vic Beasley, Derrick Henry got re-signed, and that is Ryan Tannehill. And the last but not least, Kyle Allen and Thomas Davis. And that's all they got for Washington. So
TD got picked up.
TD got picked. TD went back to his coach, man. So it's like, oh, and I also thought, oh no, he went to Buffalo. I forgot. I gotta say, didn't Josh Norman go there too? But he didn't. He went to Buffalo. That's right. So that's why. Yeah.
Buffalo gonna be kind of tough, man.
My Ravens got Calais.
Calais Campbell.
Right. That was a good pick.
Another guy from the Rams.
Yeah. So I don't know. This first little area of free agency is good. So you still got a few of those dudes that are still out there. They kind of still hanging around looking for a job. Cameron got added his name to the list. There's a few more other dudes that are notables that are still out there looking for a place. But anyway, fellas, I appreciate y'all like helping shake my cabin fever. You know, I was going a little bit nuts over here, man. You know, trying to deal with this COVID-19, man. I'm trying to keep a family safe and trying to. But I'm glad I was able to do the show, man. I was able to burn off a little bit of steam and do something kind of positive, I guess. That kind of thing. I want to thank everybody for coming out and checking us out tonight, man. I know it was spur of the moment. It was good stuff. We had a lot of things to talk about, which I thought was great. But everybody who continue to support Team Boy TV, even during the off season, we definitely appreciate it. And I ain't gonna say this like a one-off show. We might, but especially like with everybody being cooped up in the house and stuff, we might bring you something different. I mean, like, it ain't a whole lot of sports to talk about. At least we got some NFL stuff to talk about, right? So there's that. JB, man, good to have you come out and do this little special report with me today, man. Go ahead and put your stuff over real quick.
Oh, man, just like normal. Glad to be back up here. It's kind of odd because it's March.
Right, yes.
But nevertheless, man, just shout out to everybody who was here today. We might as well try to do another show. I won't have a schedule because then we have to be obligated
right,
to
absolutely, yeah.
But to everybody out there, be safe. Wash your damn hands. You can always find me here or on Twitter as Raven Shogun.
Yep. And Glass, man, please tell them people in Chicago to back off that toilet paper a little bit, bro.
Man,
come up off that toilet tissue, man. And that hand sanitizer, man. You know what I mean? Right? It's wild out there, man. And look, if you go to Walmart, you got to put some gear on in order to go to Walmart, bro. Go ahead and put yourself on. Yeah, man.
Hey, I'm glad everybody showed up to the show. We appreciate it. I'm glad coming back with my brothers here. We're gonna do this probably sporadically. How long this thing gonna go on?
Yeah.
But glad to be back. I want to tell everybody out there: be safe, be careful. Like JB said, wash your hands, wash your butt.
Yes.
Do what the doctors tell you to do. If they tell you to stay in, man. Don't listen to Trump. Please don't listen to Trump. He's gonna get you killed, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. Stay off the cliff. Yeah. Don't go to the beach and be doing spring break.
You know what I mean?
Hey, this stuff is serious. I want y'all to just stay safe. And if you don't catch me here with my brothers, JB Big Q on TeamBoydTV Live, you can catch me on all social networks. Twitter, Sage of Sports 1, Facebook, Instagram, The Sage of Sports. You can email me at thesageofsports@gmail.com.
Yep, and you guys continue to practice your social distances. And of course, we love social media anyway. We want to just hang out on social media and do that anyway. So y'all stay apart from one another, man. Let's go ahead and try to curb this thing so everything can get back to normal. For everybody who still got to be out there, y'all look, y'all stay safe, man. And I hope everything is cool. For everybody else, if you ain't got to be there, please don't be there. Go home. Stay at home. You know what I mean? For everybody over here at Team Boy TV and everybody else who's quarantined, we'll see y'all next time, man. Y'all take it easy. Peace.